D1 is always like the dream, like that's the aim, that's the goal. And to actually like say yes, you're actually gonna play, it's such a wonderful experience. Like you would never even imagine. It's just like that goal you've always wanted, and to accomplish it, it feels great. Be on the court, you wanna do your best, you wanna put forward. So yeah, it's tough. And this is only the beginning. So I just keep that in mind in helping me going forward, that I know it's not gonna be easy, but anything that is accomplished, and if you wanna be successful, it's gonna take a lot of work and dedication, so you just have to stick it out.
I mean, student athletes just have twice the amount of things to do, I think. I think is a fair assessment. They have the workload and all of the responsibilities that a regular student has. They have to, classes they have to attend, grades that they have to keep up, and then on top of that have to attend practices every day, strength and conditioning sessions. They have to deal with missing class sometimes to compete. It's almost like having, I would say, going to school and working a full-time job. It's kind of the equivalent of that. Athletes carry the pressure of, not only keeping up their academics, and then they have to do all of that on top of feeling the pressure of having to perform in their sport. So it's very mentally taxing to be a student athlete.
I am very competitive, and I want things to be the best they can be, and if I'm going to do them, I'm going to do them right. And so that adds an extra layer of this kind of pressure, which is okay because I want to do well, but it definitely can be stressful. It's huge. I mean, we are an individual sport, and we do have a team, which is good. It's better than juniors, but you still are out there, like, in your individualized court by yourself. And so having a well mind when you're out there on the court, and even in academics and in just life, it's really, really important. So you can do the hard things, and you can be a better person for your team, and that you do enjoy everything you love, and you don't get burnt out.
So what the data suggest is that college students have been experiencing high rates of stress for a long time, and the NCAA does surveys and collects data every so often to see what's going on and how things have been currently. And so the current data still suggests that high rates of stress. We also know that student athletes experience a lot of burnout. There's an interesting study from a couple of years back where they looked kind of longitudinally from, I think, 2011 to 2019, where they were interested in knowing, like, how are people doing in terms of stress and mental health, and what is the help seeking like among these students, athletes, non-athletes. And so over this period, it seems that college students are pretty consistently reporting, they're reporting less psychological diagnoses, and they're reporting engaging in less help-seeking behavior, so going to your college counseling center and asking for help, than students who aren't athletes.
It takes a toll on your mind, physically and mentally. It's not easy sometimes to bounce back, even if like you have to stop playing, and then you're like overthinking, like what if I don't get back to the peak level that I was? And those type of things can affect how you think. They could even affect how you play, and you don't realize it, but that could be like a source of the problem. First, you have to get through physically, and then you have to push through mentally. So in that part of the sports, it takes a toll more than we know sometimes, and it affects how we play and how we even move forward. I've always had this one thing that everything happens for a reason. We might not know the reason or we can't see it, but I believe that there's a higher purpose for why we're here, and no matter how hard it gets, we always have to keep getting up every day, keep pushing forward, because we have goals and things that we want to achieve, and it's not just going to come to us. We have to go there and go get it, and that's one thing that I'll always carry with me.